What is up, everyone? If I look like absolute hell, is because I've always looked like absolute hell, and you just didn't care to notice until now. Uh, Obviously, this isn't a weekly vlog because I normally do those on Monday, like a day after I do my podcast. But I just thought I'd kind of turn the like I've been trying to do the social media thing for a while now. I've been trying to do the internet money thing for a while because I figured, like I'm not gonna say I'm not smart enough for college, but I clearly have a bit of a handicap when it comes to college. So I didn't necessarily like. I guess in the moment where I have to do essays, I just freeze up because I can write up an essay. It's just it's just clearly there's certain things that I would have to do that I don't see myself having the preparation to do because it's like I can learn the information, but I can't put it all together in an essay to make the essay look readable and do. It's like at the end of the day, I have to write a book. You know what I mean? And writing a book is challenging enough when you don't have the rest of your life to kind of sort of do something with the skill that you required in order to make your life mean something, so to speak. You know what I mean? So yeah, like school, obviously college is a challenge. So because I know that it's a challenge, I was trying to figure out other ways to make money that would require, maybe not having to have a degree. The only problem is that all the jobs that I wanted to get either A required a degree, or B was just not hiring me. Or it was just not hiring me. Like they just looked at me and just immediately go, not him. And I mean, let's be real. Would you hire me? Right? It's a little, it bums me out a little bit, but I kind of just sort of went with it. So I have been trying to do the whole internet money thing, and I've been trying to do the internet. Like that's what I've had a YouTube since like 2007. You know what I'm saying? I tried doing articles on WordPress, but like in reality, nobody really cares about what I write, right? So, why is this? What is this? Why is this here? I don't know what this is. Sorry, I'm just now seeing something on my keyboard. Give me a second. It's just but that's what I'm saying though. It's just like it's really kind of frustrating me because like I do have a WordPress that I have been using for some years to kind of like just sort of write my thoughts and oh, for the love of, hold on. I keep on forgetting that I'm part of group chats. But yeah, so it's like I've been trying to do the whole internet money thing. So I do have I have like a crap ton of social media, even some social media that I've gotten rid of, or rather I've tried to get rid of. I've had let's see, down the list, I've had Guy Online, I had LinkedIn, Facebook, MySpace, Twitter. I'm not calling it X. I had for a short time I had access to this place called Tagged, and Tagged was just an absolute hellscape. I tried to get into Black Planet, but when I tried to get into Black Planet, it got shut down, so I couldn't really I couldn't really do anything into it. But now it's kind of back up, so I'm like, I'll give it a try again. Like once I find a time or whatever. I also had a whole bunch of like I said, the one that I remember is Tagged because Tagged was just basically like I don't know what it was, like every fake gangster was on Tagged. It was like just aggravating, and it was weird because Tagged had a featured user, and the featured user was like a girl who I went to high school with, who was like just ridiculously popular. Like she gets popular wherever she goes because she's very pretty. She's like I think like maybe about a good 5'1", and has the prettiest smile you'll ever see. And I just remember seeing her profile like on the featured page, and I'm like, dude, this girl is just like she's going to be like a celebrity or something. Like if she ever decides to act, she would just knock it out the park, just simply based on looks. I'm not saying she's not a good actor. I'm just saying like when I don't. It sounds bigoted when I say this, but when you're pretty, you kind of get stuff. You get opportunities thrown at you. Like because I'm not gonna say that because of how I look, I had to sort of suffer and work a little bit harder. But is it really wrong? You know, like let's be real. If I looked a little bit better, would you hire me? You know what I mean? Just throwing that out there. And like, I mean, pretty privilege is a thing, but I'm not gonna say. But I'm not stupid enough or obtuse enough to just say, "Oh, I didn't get this job because I wasn't physically attractive enough." I'm not obtuse enough to say that, but it is a factor because we don't live in a meritocracy. You know, we live in a society that is sort of like ran by people's perspectives on things, and people want the look of what they have to kind of match the image in their head as to what they want. Like, and for some people, that image is beautiful white people. Go figure. In any case, though, there's that. Um, but yeah, though. But like I said, I had like access to a lot of social media things because I was trying to like get my name out there. I was trying to get my face out there. I was trying to get people to know who I was. But I wasn't like I'm just not good enough to create things that people will care about. So like the only reason why I do YouTube videos now is because I know that at some point I'm gonna die, and I just want people to say, well, at least he tried to make himself relevant before his death. Yeah, we got like years of footage of this guy just being himself. You know what I'm saying? This is all stuff that he made from himself. It's all authentic. You know what I mean? This is the guy. It's like this is my book. this is my book. This is my rough drafts of my book, so to speak. And yeah, that's about it for that. But yeah, though, that's what I'm trying to do. So I am trying to get myself situated. As you can obviously tell, my place is still unfurnished. So you know, I mean, furniture costs money. Plus, I live in an upstairs apartment, and I'm not trying to I'm not really trying to like bring a couch upstairs. It's just me here. Like, I went to Texas on my own. I have no roommates. My friends are scattered out. You know what I'm saying? I completely underestimated exactly how big Houston is. So it's like in my brain I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go over here. I have friends in Houston. And it's like, oh wait, what do you mean Houston is like 14, 15 cities like mashed together, connected by obnoxiously long roads? Like what? I thought it was like the way people talked about Houston before I got here. It just made me real. It made me think Houston is just a regular sized city, a regular sized town. There's no such thing as a regular sized town in America. It's all big. They're all big cities. You know. You drive an hour in Houston, you're still in freaking Houston. Like you drive an hour in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, you're gonna end up in like Baker or like Donaldsonville or something. You might end up like you probably might pass like I don't know like I think Zachary, whatever. But like in Houston, you know what I mean. You're still here. So you can't be like, oh, I have friends in Houston, I'm gonna go visit them because one friend probably might live at least an hour and a half away from another friend, and you just. I hate big cities now because it's like that. It was like that with Atlanta too. But Atlanta's not necessarily a big city as much as Atlanta is. Like one thing I hate about big cities in general is that like there's the rich part of the big city that gets hyped because it seemed like it comes across like this awesome place, this awesome party area that it's a lot of fun to be at. But they never tell you that it's exclusive to rich people because it's like a lot of money to actually get involved in these things. Meanwhile, at the same city is every place else is chock full of poor people, but they can't show you the poor side of the big city because who's gonna go to a place and encounter a bunch of poor people besides New Orleans? Because let's be real, New Orleans is like it's like once you take away the authentic, I love Louisiana, and I love Louisiana, and I'm not bad mouthing New Orleans when I say this, but if you really take into consideration, you take away the authenticity and the natural feel of New Orleans is literally just a place where a whole bunch of poor black people hang out and get drunk, and maybe go out dancing. You know what I mean? And like, if you're like, because if you're a rich white person, you're gonna go over there and like visit and then leave. You're not gonna live in New Orleans, or if you do, you're gonna live in like the richest part where there's the least amount of black people at. It is Louisiana, so yeah, no, we're everywhere. We're everywhere in the South, man. So good luck. That's like trying to go to Houston and being like, I want to go to Houston, but I don't want to be around all the Latinos. And it's like, they're everywhere. Like, good luck trying. If you haven't figured it out yet, I'm not necessarily making a joke about white people as much as I'm making a joke about racism. I want that to be very clear here. But yeah, though, like I said, I hate big cities because they don't tell you enough about the poor parts. And it's like, well, we don't want to tell people about the poor parts because we want people to come over here and visit. And it's like, no, you really don't, because you want people to spend money here. You don't want people to visit. You want people to spend money here. Don't say visit. You know what I mean? Because visit means they'll come in, stay for a little bit, and then leave. And to people who actually live here, those people who are coming in, they're gonna just clog up all the already busy streets. Oh my God, I'm tired though. I really am. I'm tired. I'm frustrated. I'm rambling because I had a subject, and I normally try to ramble until I find a subject. First off, congratulations to Sha'Carri Richardson for being one of the fastest women on the planet. Like, the reason why I'm extra happy about Sha'Carri Richardson's victory is because she's from, if I'm not mistaken, I think she's from my neck of the woods. She's from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and that just proves that Baton Rouge, Louisiana has like so much potential, bro. Like, Baton Rouge, Louisiana is actually, because it's like there's a slogan, there's a tweet that's going viral right now. It's like poverty really is kind of like sort of holding down a lot of ridiculous talent. Like, a lot of ridiculously talented and smart and creative people are being held down because they're poor. And and the worst part is that like being poor is kind of pushed as the fault of the poor person, to which I just don't understand that. I don't think that that's right. I don't think that that's how that goes, because it's like nobody chooses to be poor. Like, there's like, if you're poor and you want to get rich, it's not as easy as I want to get rich and then you get rich. You probably might get a little financially stable because you have a job. Like, me getting this place wasn't because I said I wanted to get a place and I just went to the first apartment. I was like, you guys are gonna give me a place because I'm me, darn it. I'm confident in myself. You're gonna give me a place. That's not what happened. I went to this place, I told them my situation, and they understood enough to be able to look past the fact that the people above them was like, don't put him in here, don't put him in here. To be able to say, this guy looks like he's going to pay his bills on time, which I do. This guy looks like he's going to do what he needs to do, which I will, to get myself situated in a way that I need it. It's like, she looked at me, she understood my situation, she clearly saw my credit score, 730, and was like, this guy is going to do the good thing that you want him to do. He's coming. He's on his way here. To which I say, thank you so much, because I'm really tired of sleeping in my car. In this heat. So yeah. That's what I'm saying though, is like, I don't like the idea that confidence kind of I don't like this idea that confidence is the key to everything, because it's really not. Because you could be the most confident person on the planet and still mess up, still make a mistake, still ruin your life in some fashion. It's like, I've seen this one guy, there was this video of this guy, apparently they were like, it was some kind of basketball bus or whatever, and this dude was like, I do this, I play basketball. And he got crossed up and he ran. It's like, he was really confident, he said he'd do this, and somebody made a joke like, rumor has it he's still running. I would never be that confident. Like, I don't like the idea of being confident, because the problem is that, like, if I'm confident, then that means that, like, the thing that I'm doing has to 100% work, because if it doesn't, then I just look like a fool. And I would rather I don't want to look like a fool, even though I've always looked like a fool. I don't want to look more like a fool. It's like I would rather go into a situation and be like, I have no clue what I'm doing, but here goes. Instead of going, yeah, I'm the baddest of the bad, I'm toughest of the tough, I can do all this stuff because I'm awesome like that. Nope, nope, you're not gonna get that out of me. I'm not ever gonna be like, I'm awesome and you are gonna respect it. Nope. I'm gonna be like, I failed in everything I've ever tried. Let's try this other thing. That's me. I absolutely hate smiling and laughing. I hate smiling and laughing too because I got like a fat face. I got all of this, and I have a tiny mouth and a fat face. So when I smile, I just feel like a fat dude trying to cover this up, and I can't. So, look, all that, just disgusting. But yeah, man, that's what I'm saying. I am training though. I'm back to training. That's the good thing. That's just kind of something I wanted to bring up. I am back to training. I do write WordPress articles. I try my best to kind of write them up and try to get some people to read them. I do know that, like, unless your WordPress article looks pretty enough, you're not going to get recognized. So it's like I'm not artistically there yet, but I can be. It's just a challenge. I have to actually sit down, pay attention to stuff, and just do stuff that way. It is a challenge, man. It is. I do plan on, probably like when I can, just sort of like giving updates to how I am on my training. I'm going to do that in my other channel. If I was good at editing, it will probably pop up somewhere around here. It's not even that if I was good at editing. It's more along the lines of if I had the editing software. Because I can do the thing, it's just I don't have the software. So there's that. But yeah, I'm going over my time here, and I didn't even have a planned time to do this. But this is about it. Here's some word salad for you. Y'all be easy. Love, peace, happiness, safety, and just be kind to one another. For the love of God, let's be real here. Being evil doesn't really benefit anyone. Being evil doesn't help anything. It just annoys people. So if you can't be good, at least be nothing, why be a jerk? What's the benefit in being a jerk and mistreating someone else? Yeah, well, what if the person I'm mistreating is a bad person? Then I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the bad person. That might be another discussion for another day. Love and peace. Be easy. God be cool.